Gotta wait for the stream delay, I think. Or something. Should be working now. Alright. Hello. Is this gonna be your usual time now, Dai? Yeah, probably. I was thinking about that earlier, and well, to put it kind of simply, you know, Shin usually streams from about like 8 or 9 my time until around 12 my time. So I can't really stream, and he's streaming or whatever because I don't want to, you know, have conflicting audiences type deal. And later in the evening is usually when like I talk to my friends and play games and all that. So not that I couldn't play then, but you know, that'd kind of be taking away time from them and such. So like this period from like around 12 to 4 is like the perfect time, especially since I also usually go to work around like 3:30, which I don't have work today, but if I did, then it'd be around 3:30. So like it's like the perfect time to do this. So you're laughing. Why are you laughing at me? Also nice to see that you're a recurring viewer, Num. Appreciate it. Tried to get Squid to watch, but well, he had to go to bed, so might be a good idea to think about intro and outro for stream. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't know how to do any of that stuff yet. And like, I mean, I kind of mentioned in the other video, whereas I'm kind of just winging this stuff right now so that I can get that that experience is what I'm trying to say. You know, I can become more knowledgeable so that the quality goes up. Cause yeah, honestly, for the longest time, I kind of have been stuck in the whole like, oh, this has to be perfect right off the bat kind of mentality. But obviously, you know, that's kind of silly to assume right away, you know. So we're just gonna do these kind of, I don't want to say low budget, but you know, kind of just improv streams until eventually I figure out how to really work with OBS. Because like I know how to record stuff, and I mean obviously I'm streaming right now, but like, I mean, I know there's more to do with OBS, and I don't know how to do that right now. And I think if I want to stream better, I should probably use Streamlabs OBS, which is basically the same thing, just for streamers. But like, well, I know how to use this more than I do that, so that's why I'm using just regular OBS. I mean, it does the same thing. I just don't think it has as many options as Streamlabs. It'd be like that though. Nonetheless, I am gonna stream for a while today. I mean, probably not as long as yesterday. That was like a real test of both audio, if it would lag, and if anything went wrong, and also how I was. But I'll probably stream for like, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours or something. I mean, we are here to farm the event and do the story a little bit. Although if it's only if I'm only streaming to you, that'll be kind of not weird, but I might want to branch out to other people. You know, message some people, be like, hey, I'm streaming by the way, come check me out. Also, I don't know why, but like watching this stream, the voices for the characters are loud, but the music isn't. And if I could change that, actually, pretty sure you can. You go to settings or something. Game options. Yeah, it'd be voice. Here, we'll turn voice to like 5 or something. Turn down the voices just a little bit. So it's not as loud for the stream. So we gotta test it a little bit. Hold on. Alright, yeah, that sounds a lot better. Okay. But yeah, I'm trying to get these missions out of the way now so that I don't have like 18 fucking missions to do all at once at the end. So I guess we're just gonna keep fighting these archer enemies. Cause yeah, of course we are. Okay. Yeah, be like that a little bit. Also, I figured something out, apparently. You know how I mentioned yesterday the whole, like, oh, why am I the female master in this all of a sudden? Yeah, apparently that's an intentional thing with the story. I don't know if that's true, but that's what people are saying. So, yeah, yes, hi. Figure. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like calling you that. I want to call you by your actual name, but I feel like I kind of need permission to use people's actual names. Yeah, H. Look, guys, the H. It's real funny. You know, I guess in a weird way, I kind of am glad that the people from Shin's stream haven't really caught on to this yet, because you already know that fucking Zagreus, Brynhilda, Sacred, fucking Stain, and all the rest of those dipshits would be like, oh, dude, they're sending H in the chat. Let's just spam H, and that would be all that the fucking chat is. Just like the fucking the whole Chris's computer incident. Fair, lol. I mean, you can call me by my name if you want. Alright. Yeah, we're not calling him Krieger anymore. Fucking, yeah, Prussian Krieger is my good friend Mitchell. Oh, I forgot about this. She doesn't loop perfectly. I mean, she still does, so she doesn't get the refund. Yeah. Mitchell, the guy who's been here probably the longest. Met this fucker back in 2017 because of no, not Michael, Mitchell. And it was because of this mutual friend that we had, and he found us, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you wanna join a Discord server?" And that's how I met him. Cause there was a kind of I don't know if I should tell this story. But there was a joke back then that we didn't obviously know what anyone looked like, and to be honest, we still mostly don't. But we didn't know what people looked like, so we based them off of their voices. Well, Mitchell has kind of a deep voice, so we all thought that he was like, you know, black or whatever. And yeah, ironically, the mutual friend was named Michael. Yeah, but we thought he was black because of his deep voice, and he joined one day, and me being the dipshit fucking 16-year-old I was like, "So, Mitchell, are you black?" Just out of nowhere. And he laughed at us. He's like, "No, why would you say that?" We're like, "Oh, we all thought that you were. Whoops." And I guess that kind of was the beginning of our friendship, because he found it funny. Because before then we'd like talked, but like just kind of barely. Like we were in the VC together, but we never talked to each other. It wasn't until I guess this moment where he was like, "All right, you know, I'll keep talking to this kid." Yeah. And then some shenanigans happened in early 2018, and Mitchell, who was gone for a few months, came back from like basically working every day, and he's like, "All right, how you boys been?" And it was like, you missed a lot of bullshit, and yeah, I guess we've been friends since then too. My man left and came back and was like, you know what, you idiots are good enough to stay around. Which is good. I'm glad, because our friendship has really brought out a lot of yeah. That well, the Austria-Hungary game was after the after you came back, if you remember. Yeah, I was just about to say our friendship has blossomed into a lot of stupidity in video games. You were awfully quiet and most of Shin's stream die. Oh, like I don't message very often? Yeah, I kind of just watch. I don't engage in the actual chat unless someone says something. Yeah, I see Sacred found his way here. Hello, Sacred. I was just talking about you. Kinda. What else do I need to do? Fucking... Oh, these archer classes still. Yeah, right now, Sacred, we are just farming the missions. I'll do the story in a bit here, but we're just doing the missions because I said this on yesterday's stream, but I really hate these mission events. Like, they're not bad, they're not awful, but like, oh my god, they suck a lot out of me, and not in the good way. Especially fucking the Seraph CCC event, or interlude now. That just killed me. Especially that one mission where it's like, oh, you have to kill 100 of these certain types of enemies or whatever, and they would only spawn one at a fucking time on that one node, and it's like, oh my god. I hated that. That if any time in FGO did I consider not playing the fucking game, it was then. Also, it's past midnight where you live. Where do you live? In Europe or something? Because it'd be about... No, actually, it would be morning time there. So that means you live in like East Asia, Southeast Asia, and you don't have to say exactly where. Obviously. I'm just trying to figure out what you meant by over midnight. Although I guess that makes sense because Num was talking about that yesterday on my stream about how Shin has a large Southeast Asia audience or whatever. Nam. Oh, you're from Vietnam? Oh shit. Nice. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know that much about Vietnam past the fact that America went in there like, alright boys, let's do this. And then we left there like, man, I won't be here no more. I want to talk about it. Yeah, fucking America in Vietnam was like, yo, I'm about to get into a fight, don't worry, I'll upload the clip later. And fucking an hour later. Man, I'm not uploading that shit, I got my ass kicked. Surprised you started streaming, hope you don't accidentally say any gamer words, lol. I mean, yeah, I know, I said that yesterday too. I was like, we can't say any words that would be flagged by YouTube. And hell, I don't even know if I could use the certain R word to describe someone who is stupid. Although knowing me, that'll probably slip out eventually. You know, I'll just I'll be mad. I'll be like, oh, what are you, stupid or something? But I won't use stupid. We messed the American up. Yeah, you did. I mean, Vietnam definitely bruised America's pride. I'll give them that. To be honest, we kind of haven't recovered from it either. Because now, every fucking thing we do, it's like, oh, we have to go and do this, even though it's stupid. Like the whole us in Afghanistan thing. It's like, bro, we should have just tapped out of that, you know, cut our losses and go home. But we were like, nah, man, we can't give up. We gotta go full force on this. It's like, yeah, how'd that work out? And all third world, I presume. Yeah, basically. It was America's Russo-Japanese War. Yeah, of course you'd compare it to that. I mean, it basically was, yeah. Bro, no way these Asians are gonna be able to defeat our mighty Western power. Fucking the Asians do in fact defeat our mighty Western power. I feel like even if he try, he will get strike anyway somehow. Yeah, it'd be like that. I think they're fine with reround as long as it's not directed at someone in particular. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. You hear about this stuff with YouTube where like people are straight up like, you know, just ripping people apart, and like they don't even get like demonetized, let alone age restricted or whatever. And then you hear these other people where, yeah, they're talking about like, you know, something stupid, and they use the reround, and then it's like, oh, dude, freaking, you're done. Demonetized, age restricted. You're joining the Gartic stream, right, Dai? Ah, yeah. Of course. Of course I gotta join the Gartic stream. Yeah. So long as that one dipshit last time isn't there, because, I mean, it was funny. I still don't know who that guy was, but the dude who kept, like, you'd give him a prompt, and he would, like, have some completely random fucking response prompt or whatever. Like, my favorite one was, like, the, when I don't get who I want in the gacha on FGO or whatever, and the dude drew like, fucking System 34 crashing or whatever. And, like, no one fucking knew what to do with it, so they just started drawing weirder shit as it goes down. And then, eventually, yeah, it was like, how is this related to not getting who you want in the gacha? But, it'd be like that. Yeah, Voidness, that fucking dude. Depends how much YouTube values you, LMAO. Small channels say a bad word, kill them. I guess it'd be like that. It's okay, we're gonna use family-friendly words here only, obviously. Yeah, this is also kind of why I can never have Poppy on my streams, because he uses a lot of no-no words that I'm sure YouTube would just be like, oh, kill him. I think he was just random peep who just joined because Gartic phone. He doesn't anything relate to FGO. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that. I could understand that logic, or whatever. Because they kept asking in the in his stream or whatever, like who this guy was, and no one owned up to it. So if Poppy on stream would be hilarious if exceedingly short-lived. Yeah. Also, hello. I'm always bad with names. Makinohara Shoko. Makinohara Shoko. Hello, Shoko. How are you doing today? Also, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I'll mention it now. Yeah, I figured out that the issue with you know, the female master in the top right, like I mentioned, like, oh, you know, like, I'm the male master, why is it the female master there, blah blah blah. Apparently that's a event thing, so it's not a glitch. Not a glitch, not the game bugging out. It's actual, got a purpose behind it or whatever. Also, add friend FGO NA, please. Well, that's kind of the thing, Shoko. I don't have any friend slots open, really. It's kind of stuck right now. Yeah, but is there any lore to explain it? It could just be DW being lazy to fix that, and it has to NA too. Yeah, apparently it's actually mentioned in the story, like the summer story. I mean, we haven't gotten far enough to it yet, but apparently, like, they do mention it or something. I don't know if that's true. Because I'm going off of shit that I saw people say on Twitter, which I don't trust Twitter to save my life with information, really. But I mean, that's what they say, so in this instance, I'm gonna choose to believe them. You know? Also, gotta get back to work now, so H. Yeah, thank you, Mitchell. Really appreciate that one. It's a certified hood classic. Yeah, the whole thing with Kiara, though, that I mentioned yesterday, I don't know about that, though. That might still be a glitch, although I'm not so sure now. If, I mean, if the whole female, or the whole master gender bending randomly in the event, isn't a glitch, then, I mean, who knows, maybe seeing Kiara in her second ascension is, not a glitch either, and it is, like, how you say, locked, or whatever. Also, don't say that I have the hiccups. Frickin'. I mean, I guess we'll find out when I finish the event. If Kiara's still stuck in her second ascension permanently, then we'll have an issue. How many of these things do I have? Alright, I'm getting quite a bit. So, yeah, see, female master, and yet there's the male master right there. I call it spoiler gate, but I don't know what other call it. Yeah. I thought you said that that it could be that, but it wasn't that. Unless you're saying that it is actually that now. Or am I misunderstanding what you're saying? So, oh shit. More bones. Ay, 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 ay. I just noticed that Sacred had to leave. Thank you, Sacred, if you're still watching, or whatever. I appreciate you showing up, even if it is just for a few minutes. I don't think it's spoiler gate. No. I mean, I don't know what else it could be, though. That's the... It's kind of the thing with it, you know? It's like, if it's not a spoiler gate thing, then I don't know how the game could glitch like that. You know? I mean, I'm not saying it couldn't happen. I mean, obviously, with Kiara and Romulus's Noble Phantasms, I mean, Romulus's Noble Phantasm was glitched until people started noticing that Kiara wasn't doing enough damage, so they started investigating if other servants were also bugged. And that's how they figured out that Romulus was bugged. I mean, so, I mean, who knows? Maybe it is a glitch or something. I mean, whatever. It's not the end of the world, I guess. You know, you can still use the servant just fine. It's not like the game is breaking or something. I don't have to use that yet. Also, you know, for being an art servant, Melt gets back quite a bit of stars. It's like, I think it's at 23 or something. Yeah, 20. On top of 22. So. Never really used Summer Melt before this event because, you know, obviously we had Scotty and Parvati. Yeah, her NP gives stars apparently. I didn't know this. I mean, I only got her this last summer event. I didn't have her before. I didn't get her last year. Although I got her fucking NP4 this year, which is pretty ridiculous. Yeah. Summer 4 was real kind to me. I got a lot of CEs, and I got a lot of servants. Which, yeah. How much did it cost? It cost enough, but I made it happen. If I have MP4, I would totally go for MP5 if I get the chance. Yeah, you say that, but this was after I had already spent quite a bit of money. So I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just going to take it as is. I mean, if it makes you feel better, I got Summer Okita NP5, as well as Summer Lartoria and Musashi. Looks into the camera. Which is funny, Dai didn't used to be this way. Dai used to be a free-to-play, and then everything changed. He got a job and realized, oh shit, I have money that I could just spend on this game, fucking all willy-nilly. And here we are. Although, to be honest, I don't spend the money too recklessly. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm a, you know, paragon of... apparently OBS just disconnected and reconnected. Did it just lag? Yeah. Apparently OBS had a little difficulty there. Alright. Congrats on your first lag die. Well, it was only for a moment, so I guess it can't be that bad. Still, that fucking kind of startled me. I don't know why. I think it's just that sound, the doo-doo-doo-doo, or whatever. I always associate that sound with, you know, shit being fucked, basically. Yeah, I mentioned this the other day. My first computer, this shitty E-Machines one or whatever, we had to connect it to the Wi-Fi through another modem or whatever, and it was almost like a USB stick, and it would sit on the desk, and you'd plug it into this thing that would run the wire down behind the computer, behind the monitor type deal, and over to where the computer is, and you plug it into the back. And that fucking thing never worked at all. It was a piece of shit. And it would always piss me off because you'd be sitting there, and the next thing you know, it would just and it's like, bruh, I'm just trying to fucking play Roblox, you know, back in the day. Yeah, the USB Wi-Fi adapter, basically. It's like, I'm just trying to play Roblox or Minecraft or whatever, and this fucking thing is like hissing at me, getting all pissed off. I can't play my games. And then you'd have to unplug it and plug it back in because it was all fucky-wucky or whatever. And eventually it got to the point where I remember when I got, not the newest computer, but the second computer, so the last one, I took that USB Wi-Fi adapter and fucking threw it into the driveway and ran it over with my car. I was done with that fucking thing. So I killed it. It was dead. So can I spend these chainsaws on anything else? No, I already got all the chainsaw fucking materials, it seems. Oh, okay. How many of these missions do we have left to do? Some giant enemies, we'll get to them later. The rare enemies and indoors. Okay. Need eggs. Oh, Gudako. Hey, that's Tutu Karagi. I should message her this. Alright, hold on. Where do I get the link for this stream? Copy. Keep touching FGO so that doesn't get mad at me. Whatever. Where is her name? Here it is. Paste. Alright. LOL, I have similar experience, but with notebook adapter instead because it was old and broken, so it will just keep making the noise. Yeah, I know, and that noise, like, it haunts my dreams now. Every time I hear that, it's almost like a PTSD moment. Like I'm just sent back to me with that fuck. Yeah, see, it just lagged again, so it did the do 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 or whatever fucking thing. Wow, I'm surprised. I streamed yesterday and it was fine, and today it's like kind of angry. It's been a while since I used that emoji. Yeah. I don't know what the issue would be though with it. It might just be the Wi-Fi is not as good today or something. I don't know, if it keeps lagging, like, I mean, it's, what, that was like once every 8 minutes or something so far. So if it continues to be kind of fucky, then I might, how you say, not cut the stream short, but I might not go for as long or something. I did message Tutu, so we'll see if she watches my video. She might be at work or whatever. Can't really Do you know how to play Mahjong Dai? I'm just curious. What is this? Mahjong? Look this up. Mahjong. Tile-based game. No. No, I do not. I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at here. What is this? Mahjong is a tile-based game that was developed in the 19th century in China, has spread throughout the world since the early 20th century. It is currently played by 4 players, with some 3-player variations. Blah, 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 blah. The game and its it's a game of skill, strategy, and luck. To distinguish it from Mahjong Solitaire, it is sometimes referred to as Mahjong Rummy. I have no idea what this is. I'm gonna be real. I have no idea what I'm looking at. It's kind of like Rummy, which again, I don't know what that is, and poker. Okay. It's like poker, but it uses tiles instead of cards. Alright. Well, given that I am bad at poker, I don't think I'd be very good at this. Cause yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like bad at poker, but like there are times where I don't understand how the cards work really. You know? Like people will be like, "Oh, I have these cards," and I'll be like, "Oh, dude, those cards suck ass. My cards are definitely gonna win." And then those cards that I say suck ass actually are the winning cards, and it's like, what? How? So I don't understand how you win in that game. I guess that's how, or what I'm trying to say. Yeah, laugh any all you want. It's true though. I don't understand how that shit works. Poker, it's a game of guts and luck. Yeah. I could tell. I guess it do be like that though, just a little bit. It's like gacha. It's just a game of luck. Except unlike gacha, I don't think if you throw more money at poker, it'll get better. What's this one give? Oh, okay. it really, once you get down to it, is like 1v1. It just boiled down to bingo. Ah, I see. Yeah, it's like bingo, but with money. Also funny, I chose a Castoria that's 10, 9, 10. Who fucking doesn't level the second skill first? That's like the best one. Whoever this guy is, they're a dingus. I guess it'd be like that though, because I was ready for Castoria. The moment she came out, I had all the EXP cards, all the Ascension material, all the skill mats, and the QP that I could need for it. She came out and I was like, bro, I'm gonna fucking level her up immediately. And I did. And then Poppy was like, "Oh, you should get that one 5-star CE off of her banner as well." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I got that CE max limit broken, as well as NP5 fucking Castoria. Do you like that? I have become whale. Destroyer of Wallet-kun. What, good choice in MP5 and Castoria? Hey, got the indoor quest done. If they hit us with like, oh, do 30 of these, then I'm gonna be like, and with that, it gets to wait. Oh, it didn't. Okay, good. Alright, so we just need to kill one more rare enemy and some super giants, which that won't be too hard. Also, yeah, wow, look at these Kiaras. Still fucking spoiler locked or whatever. Alright, what does this node drop again? It drops the chainsaws and the sticks or whatever, right? So I need to find those. Yeah, this guy. Pevar Victus. What a dude. With his 10, 9, 10 Castoria. So I don't need the chainsaws. I need the sticks. Fucking I kid you not, one time I play poker game, not real money, tournament match. I was the lead versus the guy who has really low chips left, 1 versus 1. Yeah? I go all in every hands and he just wins every hand after that. LOL. Ah, it sounds like you saved that dude's ass, basically. Oh wait, we could do this. And this. Martyred. That's what we're looking for. So we'll get 2, 4, 6. We'll get 8 sticks from this. Which ain't that much, though. It'd be like that. Or 8 sticks in a node that doesn't give sticks, really. But, hey, it's better here than nowhere, I guess. Look, guys, it's dragon. They're actually wyverns, but don't worry about it. Oh, does one of these CEs fucking NP charged at 30%? Yeah, okay. I didn't know it did that. I was about to say, why is Mordred got 30 extra NP charge? Not that it matters. She'll still be able to loot these guys easily anyway. See. Wow, Mordred, you're so cool. Yeah, if there was a servant that I got back when I was free to play, that was one of those ones where it's like, damn, they must love me, it'd probably be Summer Mordred. Because I got her NP3 as a free to play when the Summer 1 rerun came around. And me being, you know, at that time, kind of really only an anime fan. Like, I'd seen Fate Apocrypha on Netflix, and I had thought, well, I still do think that Mordred is the best part of that show. And I know people would be like, oh, that's heresy, you know, how can you say that about the show when Sieg and John or Sieg and Astolfo, and it's like, listen, I like them too, but my favorite part of the show was Mordred and her master, Shishigo, or whatever. Every time they were on screen together, I was like, yeah, I like these characters. Whereas every time Astolfo was on screen, it was a mix of, eh. And, I mean, I like Sieg and I like John. You know, and I think that in the show they go well together, but I wasn't really like, oh, dude, this is the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread. You know? So, when I got Mordred NP3, it's a summer version, I was really hyped about that. Yeah, and then I got Mordred NP4 on accident. That's a lie. The first time I got her, that was on purpose, and then she spooked the shit out of me 3 other times, and it's like, bruh. It's like, I'm not gonna say no to this. I like this, but at the same time, I was like, where was the spook before? It's like me with Lancer Artoria. It's like, man, I want the spooks for Lancer Artoria, and instead I fucking spent more money than I wanted to spend, only to not get her on fucking the Valentine's Day rate up she had this year. Yeah, that was an embarrassing day. It was one of 3 times that a servant that I wanted did not come home, even when I threw money at them. Yeah, the feels. It was a shameful day. It was, and so far those servants have been, but I don't think are entirely limited to. These are just the ones that I can remember. Quincy Huang when he first came out. Lancer Artoria, obviously, and the other one would be Canis when she came out with Olympus. You want to hear some bullshit with that? I got NP4 Dioscuri and no Canis. And no, I'm not lying about that. I could even show you in a minute here or whatever. Cause that's exactly what happened. No Canis, NP4 Dioscuri. I got Romulus though, but you know, still, it's like I wanted Canis. Yeah, Canis is a 4-star, so I got 4 5-star, and no 4-star, not even 1 4-star. Oh, it's a sad day. Yeah, I like Canis. I think she's cute. Although she's also one of those servants that I don't know if she'd kill me or not. Like, people draw her cutesy or whatever, blah blah blah, but like at the same time in the game she just kind of seems like one of those servants that would rip my head off. So I don't know if I should be like, oh yeah, Canis is good civilization because of the fan art, or if I should be like, Canis is still good civilization, but not as good civilization, I think, because of the game. I do believe that I have that one with Summer Yushi. I really wanted Summer Yushi, but I got NP3 Summer Jane. Why? Wait, huh? Huh? Don't you joke about Summer Jane, okay? That's a servant that I want to happen. I'm assuming you meant John. Yeah, although I know that pain too. I never got... Oh, there's been a servant from every fucking servant event that I haven't gotten. Except for this last one. I got everyone from Summer 4, but I didn't get Summer Artoria, or Summer Kiyohime, or Summer Marie Antoinette during Summer 1. Which hurts. Because, you know, I like all those servants. I didn't get Summer Frankenstein, Summer Raiko, or Summer Nita Kreese from Summer 2. Summer 3, I didn't get Summer Yushi. I don't know if I got anyone else, though. Or if there was anyone I missed in that event. That wasn't a guy. I mean, I didn't get Dantes from that event, but I wasn't too broken up about it. And then, yeah, this last summer event, I missed Melt, but I got her eventually. I got Osaka the Hime, got Musashi, got Carmilla, so yeah. As for Canis, whatever the case may be, she will feed you curry extra if you are a Shota, probably. No, don't tell me Canis is into Shota con shit. You know, that's actually a thing that I kind of dislike, that has become a meme for Musashi. The whole, like, oh yeah, I like young men or whatever, and that made people think like, oh, she likes Shota. Or no, she didn't even say young men, she said pretty men. And that was like, and people took that as like, oh dude, she likes Shota, blah 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 blah. It's like, no, bro, fucking stop. She never said this. She says she likes pretty men. It could literally be anyone. I mean, you know, this is just some idiot online's opinion, but in my opinion, I thought Musashi kind of liked us, to be honest. How she kind of acted around us and all that. Which, yeah, I know. Oh my god, you're just, you know, self-inserting so that you... It's like, no, it's not even that. I'm just saying that, like, from how the story seemed to portray us and Musashi being together, you know? Now, as to whether the master, you know, likes Musashi back, that's kind of up to the player to decide. Which I like Musashi, but, you know, obviously when it comes to other people, like, you could argue that, like, oh no, he didn't see her that way, or she didn't really see him that way, blah blah blah. Although I think the whole shipping thing in FGO is kind of taken too seriously. You know. Like, people get so adamant about it. It's like, you know, can't you just relax and have fun with the game? You know, like a good example is the whole Anastasia thing. You know, if you like Anastasia, then you hate Caddick, and if you like Caddick, then you obviously ship him with Anastasia. And that's like the two sides that the internet is like, oh, dude, you have to take, you have to take one of those two sides. There is nothing in the middle, and it's like that's not true though. You know, it's like yeah, I like Anastasia, but I also like Caddick, and if anything, I also like the ship between Caddick and Anastasia. And but then people really fucking freak out when you say that because they're like, oh my god, you know, fucking NTR. And it's like, no, I don't consider it NTR. I do not see it that way. Like, the way I see it is, like, imagine if there are two guys and there's two girls, and those two girls are twins. And the one guy likes the one twin, and the other guy likes the other twin. That's how I see it. Not, you know, this weird fucking like, oh dude, this is like some weird love triangle, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, I see the Anastasia that the master has in the game, so you have, as a different Anastasia from the one that Caddick summons, and the game even like says that they're different, but for some reason people can't wrap their head around it, and they're like, oh, you know, you're doing mental gymnastics. It's like, I mean, I guess, you know. Is that also part in your Anastasia essay? Yeah. And yeah, I mentioned that, like, almost word for word what I just said in that essay, quote unquote. You know? Because, I mean, it's still true. It's the whole, like, they say they're different people, and they kind of act like different people, too. I mean, if you play, Anastasia's one interlude or whatever, you see that, she, actually, it's not in the actual interlude, it's after you complete the interlude, but it tells you that when you summon Anastasia, her whole kind of personality is based off of how you think of her. So if you pity her and feel bad for what happened to her and blah blah blah, then she's gonna be like the Anastasia that we saw in Lost Belt 1, you know, cold, kind of uncaring, and you know, kind of ruthless or whatever. Whereas if you don't pity her and you see her like as a normal person in a normal light, so on and so forth, that's the Anastasia that we see in our Chaldea or whatever. And again, people just they don't fucking read the game. I tell ya, they don't care about that. They're just like, oh, NTR, hoo hoo. Which, I mean, I guess you're entitled to your opinion if that's what you want to say. Also, data updated. Oh boy. Yeah, and I do know as well, since you just mentioned it, that a lot of this is just for the joke. You know, they're just poking fun at people. But they're like, for as many people that are just joking around, there are also people who are like 100% serious about that. And those are the people that I get annoyed with. You know? I mean, it's just kind of frustrating. I mean, not even because, like, they're taking pot shots at me or whatever, but just, like, in general. I mean, it's like, man, the game is right there for you to fucking read, you know? But no, these are the people that say this are the people who skip all the fucking story, or they skip all the events and blah blah blah. And it's just stupid. Stupid, I tell ya. Anyway, once we get this last, actually, yeah, I should fix my support list now. I'm sitting here thinking about it. Once we get this last daytime mission out of the way, oh, I already do have it like that. Alright, well, Tomomo, you're getting switched out from Melt. But once we get the rare enemies out of the way, we'll go back to the story or whatever. Sound like Shin right now, well, at least for this event. Also, what do you think of the latest bet? What bet? I think I'm out of the loop with this. Also, yeah, I probably do sound like Shin when I'm complaining like this right now, but that's only because, like, I'm kind of tired of the needless drama that arises from these people who are just kind of being agitators for the sake of being agitators. You know, it's like that shit a few months ago on Twitter. The guy, this dude posted something like, "Oh, if you think that Castoria doesn't love the female master, then you're delusional." And people are like, "Oh, what about the male one?" And then that started like a whole thing where it's like, "Oh no, Castoria is clearly a lesbian, and if you think that she's not, then you're again delusional or whatever." And that started a whole shitstorm of, like, you know, which characters are gay or which characters are trans, or, you know, who ships who with what character, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. And it was one of those ones where it's like, you know, calm down, okay? Like, does it really matter if I think that X character shouldn't be shipped with, you know, fucking Y character? No, it doesn't matter. But at the same time, it's like, if you want to ship that character with this character, then you're allowed to do that. I'm not gonna say like, "Oh, dude, you can't do that because, you know, that's dumb." It's like, no. And you see this every now and again, and this is all on Twitter, which, yeah, Twitter, fucking, but you see this every now and again on Twitter of people arguing about ships, or arguing if, you know, this character loves the master, or more recently, people are kind of ripping on people who are like, "Oh, dude, every servant is supposed to love the master," and it's like, well, they kind of are, but they kind of aren't. Every character is supposed to like the master. Whether or not that's love, it's up to the player, really. But it's kind of made like this because, you know, you want the characters to be likable so that people actually summon them and use them. But yeah, but like I said, people get all wound up about that. Like, ooh. It's like, just play the game. If you want to believe that, like, I don't know, Castoria, for example, since, you know, she was the one who kind of started this whole tangent right now. If you want to believe that the master only loves the female master, or whatever, then you're allowed to, you know? And I'm allowed to think that that's not true. And it's just as simple as that. No need to make it personal or whatever. Which is partly why I don't use Twitter to tweet or whatever. I just use it to look at stuff. Because back in the day, like, I don't know, if I was younger, I probably would have jumped into that argument and just, you know, gave people a piece of my mind. But as I've gotten older, I've kind of realized, like, it's just not really worth it. So what's this? The bet is whether or not Shin gonna be able to pull Summer Tomoe. If he can, chat will have to call Shin Shujin sama. If he can't, he will call us Oni-chan. Oni-chan! Yeah. Shin just starts the stream, fucking Oni-chan daisuki! Oni-chan! Fucking what a guy. Anyway, sorry for ranting for the last like 5 minutes or whatever. That's just kind of been on my chest for the longest time now. I will ask him to do Moe Kyun as a bonus. Yeah? I mean, hey, if I actually learn Japanese, because that's something that I'd like to do eventually, I'll say whatever fucking stupid shit the chat wants. Within reason. I have to actually learn the Japanese, though, which... That'll be fun. I've heard that language-wise, like, speaking it, it's not that difficult. But, reading and writing, that's obviously the difficult part, so I'm sure that'll be a lot of fun. Fucking smiley face. Oh boy, I'm just so excited. So if I killed any of these rear guys, kinda. Ew. You gotta vent it out every now and again, yeah. Alright, let's look for this seed. Hey. Excuse me. Oh, I could rant about a lot of things, but I choose not to, especially not on stream, you know. That'll be a, I don't know, a video exclusive thing. So at the end of the day, I don't really want to start drama either. Which I know is ironic given that I just said the whole, like, oh, you know, you can voice your opinion, and I'm not going to give you shit for it type deal. And then I say, I'm afraid to voice my opinion because I don't want people to give me shit for it. People can be brutal, though, sometimes, you know? I don't want to become the pariah or whatever. Everyone be like, oh dude, look at this, look at what this dude said on stream, look at this fucking idiot. I am here to have fun. Plain and simple. Panzer sent me a message a minute ago saying, why you gotta stream while I'm at work? Just watch my stream. Oh, I can't even type. While at work. Smiley face. Easy peasy. And that's how I watch Tutukaragi streams. Usually, they're at work. Because she streams usually about an hour or two from now. So I'll catch her stream before I go to work and then go to work and then watch the rest of it there, whatever. Yes, especially on Twitter, but then again, that actually is also a thing even back in the day when the internet is actually a Wild West zone. Yeah, I know. Hey, got this Mystic Code, level 5. I have to check her stream out too, don't I? You can. Although, since she's not here, and since these streams seem to, since these streams seem to not go unlisted, but like you can't really find them on my channel easily, I'll give you a little insider secret. Mochi, her, or Tutu Kuragi, as most people would know her by. Yeah, her voice in her stream, that's a play. She doesn't actually do the cutesy voice all the time. She's lying to you guys. Her usual time is like usually around 3 o'clock EST, 2 or 3 EST, in between there. Yeah, I'm sure she'll kill me now for releasing these state secrets, though. Alright, this is probably asking for too much, so we'll just do it normally. Yeah, speaking of which, I fucking sent Tutu the stream link saying, you know, like, hey, check it out or whatever, blah 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 blah, and she never got back to me. Which is to say she's probably at work right now. Imagine broken unsub. Yeah, it'd be like that. Yeah, I know. Someone said on her stream the other day, like, oh, freaking, you know, your voice isn't what I imagined. You know, it would be. I didn't think you'd have a high-pitched voice or whatever. And I was sitting there, like, kind of biting my tongue or whatever, because it's like... And I even typed in the chat something like, looks into the camera or whatever. And she's like, what does this mean, Dai? And it's like... Yeah, okay. It's like, you know exactly what this fucking means. It's alright. As I said, this can remain, this can remain our little secret. I keep forgetting she doesn't loop. Also, I need rare enemies! Fuck! Oh well. How long am I going to stream it? Hour and 13 minutes. Alright. So we got about... like 50 minutes to an hour left to stream. Or at least I'd say I do. So I have to sneeze. But I don't want to... Hold on. Bless me. Alright, good. I opened OBS and muted my mic in time for that. So yeah, these fucking rare enemies, I'm sure I'm gonna love these guys. Still need to do these nighttime ones too. But I guess in order to get to the nighttime, I have to do the actual story, so... I guess we have prolonged this long enough. So here we go. Continuing the event story, just for you, numb. Oh wait. Spring Musashi. Musashi! Very beautiful. Dai Sneeze collection. Yeah, it'd be like that. Ghost apartment. See, it had the spooky whatever, so that's how you know it's at nighttime now. While Dead Souls nursing grudges did show up from time to time, the servants were always quick to deal with them. But no matter where they looked, there was no sign of anything that could help bring the singularity to an end. But there were still other things to be found, though it wasn't a record of the past so much as the past itself. It was the sound of rancor and confusion filling the air, asking only one question: why? This journal is written with characters from multiple different languages. I cannot determine what it is saying. Perhaps it is some kind of code? That would explain why it is written like this. Though that does not give us any leads. Let me see that. I can read this. You're right. It's code written in a mixture of Old Chinese and Japanese. Oh, wow. Here, Tomoe, I'll teach you the trick so you can read it too. Understood. Thank you. Sure thing. Okay, so first... I just finished reading the journal, Master. Where to begin? Excuse me. An unspoken... or... bleh, unbroken string of memories begins to split apart. It seems this mountain was once called blank. This village has been around for a very long time, or at least since well before my own lifetime. It looks to be about 2,000 years old or so. 2,000 years. Excuse me, Lady Yume Ren, but how do you read this name? Beats me, those characters don't make any sense there. It's probably someone important, but whoever wrote this changed some details so they couldn't be identified. I see. There seems to be something strange about this person's writings. Strange how? The descriptions they give of various people are contradictory. For example, these passages here. Oh. Oh, did the power just go out? Huh? It's nighttime already? But the sun couldn't possibly have set so quickly. A demonic creature has appeared, so it's night now. So this is another of the rules. Sorry, everyone. It looks like it's here now. What's here? Oh, I thought you knew. A decrepit old apartment building, empty rooms, stagnant air. Ah, oh, shit. Sealed off spaces, and the malice accompanies them. It's a scary story that's been told all throughout the world. The haunted apartment building. This is quite the pickle, huh, Master? What are you gonna do? What else? We pound the snot out of it until... would you settle down already, Tomoe? I'm getting sick of hearing you stomping around. I didn't move a muscle. I didn't so much as budge either, of course. Was that you then, Master? It was, wasn't it? It definitely wasn't me. Then who? Why, it was me. Oh, the heart. That's a scary thing to see. Oh, I can... Ah! Jing, 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 jing. Fear, fear, fear. Why did you run from me, dear Anshin? Kiyohime, are you alright? Oh no, I'm not running at all. Not when there are so many Anshins here. What do you mean? I can... Help! Help! She's gonna kill us all! Oh my. Anshin, Anshin, Anshin. I'll never chase you again. I'll never hate you ever again. You and I can just live out our days here forever and ever. Kiyohime, you were burning up in the literal sense of the word. Oh my, whatever are you saying, dear Anshin? This is just a paper-covered lantern. It helps me wake up with the tasty rays of the morning sun. Oh, so she's literally cold-blooded. She thinks I'm Anshin too? This is very bad. It seems we will just have to do what we do best to settle her down. So kick her ass. Yeah, basically. Right? Of course. I'll help you. It would be a big problem for me and my guardian if she were to burn down this whole building. Come on, Master, you help too. Right. Maybe I shouldn't have fucking run AoE Berserker to this fight, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Do I even have a single? Oh, I do. Oh, never mind. I should be able to do enough damage to her, so long as she doesn't do... oh, okay. I was about to say, so long as she doesn't get a resistance to anything that I throw at her, we should be able to do enough damage to her. Alrighty. Sorry to do this to you, Kiyahime, but, I don't want you to kill me. Increase my critical strength. Yeah, funny. What I need is the fucking critical stars together. Yeah, we are all Anshin now. I mean, if Kiyohime wouldn't kill me, I'd be Anshin. But that's the fear that she'd kill me. Yeah, wow, damn, rip Kiyohime. Defeat one Lancer class servant. Apparently haven't done that yet. Fucking okay. Rip the Mystic Kiyohime Lancer, yeah, basically. Huh? What was I just doing? Oh my, what are you all doing here? Thank goodness she's come back to her senses. Well, you know, as much as a berserker can. She's a Lancer right now? Tomoe? Yeah, oh wait, she's a Lancer now, yes? At any rate, when the world happened? What do you mean? I'm afraid I have no memory at all of whatever I was just doing. Setting that aside for the moment, excuse me, Kiyohime. Yes, that's me. What can I do for you, oh small and virtuous one? 1, 2, 3. Irk. Oh. Yeah, what the fuck did you just do to her? I hypnotized her. It's a good thing she was so susceptible to it. Oh, okay. I'll take her to a room where she can rest. There's still several things I would like to ask her. It doesn't seem like she remembers anything. I see. But hey, at least we know this mountain's name now. Isn't that something? I guess finding out who's behind all this was too much to hope for. Teehee, don't worry, there's no rush. These sorts of things are best taken one step at a time, just like virtue. There are so many more moving experiences ahead of us as we go. It's a lot like playing hard to get. I'm pretty wiped after all that fighting. How are you holding up? I'm fine, of course. That's so. Damn, we've spent so much time fighting that it's actually nighttime now. Let's get back to the cottage before anything else tries to jump us. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm sure mind controlling Kiara would fucking go perfectly, obviously. Nothing could go wrong. And nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong. Welcoming morning. Okay, we'll do that later then, because we gotta do these nighttime quests. Yoink. A file has been found. You found part-time job diary at the apartment. Okay. I don't know what that means. That's okay. Hey, I did it. I don't know what I did, but I did it. So now I have to just do 5 nighttime quests. Okay. Are these like all the same still? I'm assuming they are. I guess we'll find out. Actually, wait, can I wait, check the check the video. The video! Or not the video, the picture. The guide. Oh. Okay. I see. I understand what's going on now. I understand. Yeah, the event guide, you know, that shows like where all the drops are and what enemies are where, blah blah blah. That guide. It's posted in a Shin server if you need it. Okay, I found a bunch of ghosts. Yeah, they mentioned the whole haunted apartment building thing, and again, I thought of Corpse Party. Although, oh, die, that's a haunted school. Oh yeah, whatever, it's close enough. There are still ghosts there that run around killing people, and a big uh, Jason-esque guy with an axe who also goes around killing people, so close enough. Yeah, there's a fucking game that I could get and play, Corpse Party. Although, I refuse to play the newer version of it because they like scuffed it up or whatever. I don't know if you would know this, but yeah. The Corpse Party made for the PSP is probably the peak one, because every other time that they've released it for anything else, it's always been like really fucking weird. Yeah, haunted building is haunted building, okay? So I think I killed a rare ghost there. Which if so, that's nice. Hey. Cool. Great. Right, we'll look at these file things later. I'm assuming that these are going to be kind of like the files from fucking Saber Wars, so that'll be good. Also, the chair keeps squeaking. Erg. Corpse Party, huh? I know of it, though I have not watched it fully, just skimp from the clips. The game itself, in my opinion, was actually good. I liked it. Although it was kind of dark. Especially in the sense of like, bruh, I'm really glad that these people survived at the end, but I'm also really upset that the fucking people who died were the people who died. Except for the one guy, fuck that guy. He was a bitch. But the two girls and well, actually, yeah, the three girls actually, them dying, that upset me as a young lad. Yeah, that first game though, that was a really good game, and then the second game was okay at the beginning, great in the middle, and then after I think the third or fourth chapter, it just fell off, and then it was awful, like the entire rest of it, and then every game after that was just awful. Like the story was fucking stupid, the ending was stupid, that kind of shit. So in my mind, the one chapter in the second book, which is technically a prequel chapter, I guess, because it takes place before the first game, and the first game, that's uh, canon. Was it the girl that got hang or something? What the what do you mean? I'm not what like what part are you talking about out of what I just said? Me being upset that the few people died, or the second game stuff? The girl. Oh yeah, the girl that hung herself, quote unquote. I was upset when she died because she was, the optimistic character, and I thought she was funny. Um, the one girl who was leaving, and that's why they were doing the whole charm to begin with. When she fucking got splattered onto the wall, that that didn't upset me that badly, but like finding out that it was her, that kind of upset me. Because one of those ones where it was like, ugh, it was like, oh no, it's like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. And yeah, when the teacher died as well, the teacher was probably the one that upset me the most. It was like, no, no, you can't do this. Fucking Miss UA, you can't die. Then she died anyway. And yeah, go figure. The one chapter that I mentioned in the second game that I really liked, that was the chapter about Miss UA, and it was about her having paranormal experiences before the first game, when she was still in training to actually become a teacher or whatever. I like that chapter. So. Yeah, the ghost had a grudge against teachers because I think it was kind of the same reason that they were there. The teacher mentioned the charm or whatever, so they did the charm, and when they got there, the teacher like abandoned that guy, and that's why he died. So he had a grudge against the teachers or whatever, and he attacked her for that reason. And she got wounded. That's not what killed her. No, what killed her was when they started messing with the actual dimension, I guess. They started fucking with the ghosts, so the dimension started to kind of break apart, and the school was falling apart or whatever. Yeah, that's when she died, because like the floors were collapsing, the roof was collapsing, blah blah blah. And the one blonde guy who was, I guess, the love interest of the one psychic chick, he was about to fall in, and she grabbed him and pushed him, and then she fell in instead. After telling them to, get the fuck out of there and to basically survive. So, yeah. And that was the start of the end of the game, because after that it was just kind of gut punch after gut punch with that game. It was like, yeah, you remember everything you just did? Well, there were consequences for these actions. Because that was also, afterwards we saw the one girl who was friends with the girl who killed herself. She started to go crazy because of that, or whatever. I wonder if Shin can even play the game, LOL. Technically, the game doesn't show anything, like, obviously sexual or otherwise. Other than gore. It shows gore, and it hints at shit that's not nice. So I'm not sure. I mean, like I said, it doesn't show anything too explicit, except for, I think, a few scenes where it's like, bro, that's kind of fucked up. But the fucked up parts are like I said, they're all gore related. Like the one child who is missing their head, or the one that's missing their eye, the ghost children, and you can actually see, like, you know, them missing their head or their eye. Oh, if you could take it, he doesn't look like he is good with horror. He probably could. I mean, it's not so much as a horror game as it is a... I mean, it is a horror game, but it's not like horror as in scary. It's more horror as in, like, disturbing. You know? Although I don't know. Maybe I could recommend that to him. I tried to get him to play Darkwood last year when he was said he was gonna do when he was gonna play a scary game for October or whatever. Yeah. It's definitely a shock value game. There are. I don't think there are any parts of it that like actually make you jump, like as in like jump scare. It's more just like type stuff. You know, and I mean that like when you find there are other dead students all around the place while you're walking through the building, and if you walk up to them, you could like find notes and shit that they've left behind. And I remember one in particular kind of messed with me because it was this guy recounting how he had gone there with his best friend, but they obviously couldn't find a way out, so they were just kind of starving to death, and the friend got like injured or whatever, so the guy killed his best friend because the friend told him to, and then he ate his best friend or whatever to try to survive longer, but it was all for naught because in the end the guy ended up dying anyway or whatever of starvation, or not starvation, of a dehydration, I mean. And it was one of those ones where it was like, holy shit, it's like fucking A. That's kind of like brutal, you know. And there were other stuff in there too, where like, you know, the more you read into it, the more it's just like when you're starting to figure out what happened to the ghost children, like for sure, for real. I mean, like I said, one of them's missing an eye, the other is missing their head, and the other is missing their tongue. Well, how do you think they lost those exactly? I mean, they were murdered. And just a bunch of other shit that's like, yeah, it's for the shock or creepy dash disturbing value. So all in all, good game. I liked it. Yeah, they were murdered, all of those children. Well, that's why the school is haunted or whatever. Although, or not the school. Well, I mean, the school is haunted, but the dimension that the school is in is haunted, I should say. Oh yeah, we also tried to get him to play Darkwood. If I recall, it was on his birthday stream or something. Just mentioned the concept of horror game with no intentional jump scare. He already kind of out of it. Yeah, the thing with Darkwood though is that I think it shows like it showed something that made Shin not want to play it or whatever. He was like, oh, I can't show this on YouTube. Which was one of those like, yeah, whatever, okay. You know, I don't know. Maybe we should try to get on the Play Corpse Party. I mean, you can get it on Steam. I don't know if it'll be the good one though. Although I did hear that they made a new one, so actually, you know what? Let me check that right now. And when I say new one, I mean they released Corpse Party again. Corpse Party 2021. Oh shit! Wow, this actually does look like the PSP version. Except these characters. These are new characters. Would they add more to the story or something? There's these guys. They're the same ones. The question though is if they had the voice acting. That was another thing that really annoyed me with the last version of this that they did, the one from like 2016 or whatever, because they didn't add the fucking voice acting to it. Like they did, but they didn't. The voice acting was like for every other line or whatever. Like you'd say something, and you know your guy would say the line, and then you would say like 4 other lines, but you wouldn't hear the voice, and then suddenly with the 5th line you'd hear the voice, like that kind of deal. And yeah, on the fucking sprites for this game were bad too. I don't know why they did it like this. Like they made the sprites go from like something you'd see out of like an anime type art style to like, I don't know, like fucking Pokemon anime type art style, which, I mean, what's wrong with that? There was a drop in quality. That's what was wrong with it. Have you ever played Death Mask, by the way? Probably one of my favorite horror visual novel games. No. I have never... I've only played one visual novel. And if you know what that is, then shout out to you. That's the only one that I've played or whatever. I haven't played any other. Kind of for good reason too, because that visual novel that I played, that's like the greatest game I've played, so I kind of don't want to ruin it by playing a different one. Also, I'm starting to drag a little bit here, and to be honest, you should check it out. It actually gave me a creepy vibe too. Maybe. It's not on Steam, I just checked, so I'm assuming that I have to download this off of the internet, which will be fun. I don't know why I'm tired. I slept well last night. It's the middle of the day. Anyway, though, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours now, and I kind of said that I was going to cut it a little shorter today. I mean, we only lagged twice, so that was pretty good, I'd say. Wait, it should be there. Let me find the link. Okay. Alright, you find the link, and when you send it, I will start wrapping this up, or whatever. Because I do have some stuff to do today still. And like I said, I'm starting to kind of drag a little bit with FGO. I'm getting kind of bored. Full name, Spirit Hunter Death Mask. Is it on Steam? Oh, great, the phone turned off. Spirit Hunter. Death Mark. Okay. I thought you said Death Mask. This game is $50. Holy shit. When did this come out? 2019? Bruh. Alright, well, I'll see. Spoiler alert. I kind of need to save money after spending on Summer and for the shit that I'm using to stream. So I'm gonna end it here. I think you're the only one really watching right now. Yeah, you are. So again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Um, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I hope that you remember to seek enlightenment.